All right, do another episode today. This one is a little different. It's the hidden people of Iceland. Are you?
Me too. Me too. Big time.
Let's do it.
It's kind of unimaginable not believing in them.
My grandmother had an elf friend in a rock.
The elves come to me in my dreams.
I'm convinced elves to exist.
I heard of them too. Little elves of Iceland.
All right,
Cool.
skip the music here a little bit. There we go. Iceland's elves are known as the Huldufólk and are hidden people and have been part of the folklore for thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
I'm not going to get started on it, but this again is the old world where I think we were far more attached to things than we are now. I feel like we got separated from a lot of things, but let's go. I'll wait.
I'm Professor of Folkloristics at the University of Iceland. One of the areas of research that I've been working on is so-called elves or álfar, along with Huldufólk, the hidden ones that Icelanders are so interested in.
So let me go back right quick. I want to break down these words just because
he pronounced them, which is good. Yeah.
I love words and I think they're important, especially the way the people who originally said it say them.
Elves or álfar.
Álfar.
Álfar. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Along with Huldufólk, the hidden.
Okay, so secrecy, people. Folk is people. We
Huldufólk.
still have folk music, people music. So.
Yeah, people, and then it's close to. I mean, it's a stretch, but hidden, kind of. It's secret. That's so interesting. Okay.
Also, one thing to note: Iceland is surrounded by a lot of water. That's correct, right? Yeah.
That is true. Yes.
So
yeah, Iceland, island in the North Atlantic. So this.
So anytime you're around bodies of water,
volcano,
interesting things happen. Yeah, and volcanoes, like the other video we were talking about.
Very
that
volcanic.
Icelanders are so interested in.
I can picture some kind of idea of a hidden person. Kind of looks like a human.
They are a little bit old-fashioned clothing.
They have their own society here, emotions and feelings. They're born, grow old and die.
I think they live in rocks.
Yeah.
All right, the hidden people are said to be found all over Iceland, although they usually remain invisible. So there is this thing where I've gotten into where it's about like things that are powerful or not human like us can trick us by what we see with our eyes. They're able to change our perception. So think of an infrared range or like a microwave or just waves, tectonic waves. Me and you don't see everything in totality that exists on this planet. And I think there is something to that, right? That maybe we're not on the same wavelength unless they want to be on our wavelength. You know?
Even scientifically, we don't see the full spectrum of colors.
Yeah.
So like what we're seeing, like we might see a yellow flower, but to a bee, that's not yellow. It's this panoply of all these, different colors that the bee can see that we can't.
Not to mention the bees have very different eyes than us. They see like way different than we do. So
it's so wild.
So
the hidden people might be similar. Yeah, they might be.
Yeah, if you have an affiliation with something, perhaps it has the ability to allow you to perceive it. Or even, like some people, the one lady said she dreams about them. So that might be another way to interact.
Yeah.
They can show themselves if they choose to, but rarely do.
Oh, yes.
But you never know when it will happen.
You have maybe 10% say that they don't believe, and then those who say they do believe is again about 10%. But in between you have all of the rest who are maybe, possibly, probably, who knows.
So if I asked you then if you think literally that they exist?
We can't say no.
Yeah, you can't say
They
no.
will come haunt us.
It's not that they believe, they are worried that there might be something there when it comes down to it that you're not going to mess with.
There's something to be said too about just these topics I like to cover with you is like, it's okay to say that you're curious. It's okay to say that there's something that's not explainable. I mean, the Catholic Church sure did a good job of making you not do it, but it's okay now. Do it.
It is. It's okay to. I mean, we're all trying to seek explanations for things we don't understand as people. I think it's just natural.
Yeah.
And it's sort of, built into us in a way. So it's a religion or hidden people or whatever. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, if my whole thing is if it works for you and your well-being, your mental, and you're not hurting anyone else, hey, go for it.
Why not use your mind to think abstractly, creatively, and also work your job and pay your bills? I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, right?
You know?
Right, yeah.
The authorities are so keen not to disturb suspected elf habitats. Did I read that right?
The elf habitants. Yeah.
That building projects have been adapted and major roads have been diverted.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Wow.
Yeah, the Icelandic authorities, they don't want to destroy the habitats, excuse me. So they'll divert roads, they'll change construction projects. I remember being told, you don't want to walk over there in the woods. You may disturb, when I was on tour in Iceland,
they
would tell me, don't walk over there in that part because you might disturb the hidden people. And I'm like probably that 90% who's...
Wait, somebody...
I'm not
that's
sure.
right. You've been there. Someone actually said those words to you?
And someone actually told me, you don't want to walk over there because they'll you might disturb the hidden people. And, I'm like the 90% who... I'm not really sure, but I'm afraid it might be true. So I'm going to listen to that person.
I wonder if you disturbed them, if they'd be mad. I don't know. That's really cool.
I wonder, I didn't want them to come after me. That's
so
for
wait,
sure. I like them.
To clarify, you were in Iceland, an actual as I can't even say it, as Iceland. What are the people called?
Oh yeah, so I was in Iceland, yes, and the
Icelandic.
Okay,
that's
an
easier.
Icelander, I guess.
Icelander. They actually said to you those words,
and that person actually said to me,
I have a hard time reading.
People.
I have a hard time reading words I've never seen, and this word right here I've never seen written in my life.
Oh yeah. It's kind of some words. I'll be honest, I'm without my glasses on, so I'm having trouble reading too.
We're just doing it. We're here.
We're going there. That's right.
My name is Pétur Mattiasson, and I'm head of communication with the Icelandic Road Administration. So this is the rock that we moved from the place where the road is, and we moved it over here. People thought that this might be an elf church, and these people asked us if we could maybe move the rock.
That's so wild.
They always make fun of white people, and they say they don't have culture. That is the whitest thing ever, and if that isn't culture, I don't know what is. When you're moving rocks for elves,
you gotta move the rock for the elves, man. An elf church, no less. I mean, don't disturb that would be, disturb someone's spiritual practice, right? That'd be messed up. So we'll move the rock.
They're spending time and money to do this, so that's serious.
We'll look into it. Not because we believe so much in elves at the road administration. We look at it as part of our cultural inheritance.
Interesting, yeah.
That is the greatest thing I've learned so far from this video, is that they actually spend probably thousands and thousands of euros to move a rock.
Right? Yeah, right.
In respect, the hidden people are not unlike fairies of the Celtic folklore, and the belief may have been reinforced by Iceland's Viking settlers. Okay, they were doing a lot of medicine.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah.
Uppsala. People in the Viking times were buried in mounds which showed above the earth. As each generation goes by, the living memory of the people within the ground turns into a much more hazy idea about beings that live out of sight.
Interesting, yeah.
All right. Iceland is a nation of dramatic and wild natural beauty. Yeah,
that is true.
Sometimes something's so beautiful, but it could equally kill you extremely fast,
Yes. In fact, funny you mention that. There's a beach in Iceland that could do just that. So do not turn your back on this beach. It's like a black sand beach.
Oh wow.
Do not turn your back, because if I guess the tide comes in and rips you out, you're basically going south. The only thing between Iceland and is Antarctica is the next stop, basically.
Oh wow.
Maybe Cape Verde if you happen to.
So it's like it's very northern, right? Like it's up north.
Very northern, yeah. So Iceland's in the north, northern Europe, technically right near Greenland, so it's up there.
Yeah, sure.
But because of the volcanoes, it's warmer, and the
Iceland makes you feel really strong emotions.
A nation where your house can be destroyed by something you can't see. We naturally try to explain these things by means of personifying the environment.
And everyone is surrounded by nature. You see the mountains, you see the ocean everywhere.
The belief started because of this strong connection that we still have.
Yeah, he's getting in the cauldron.
That's cool.
But some are more cynical and fear it opens the country to ridicule. Well, I mean, it's fun too. It's tourists, you know.
It's a fun thing though. Yeah.
As a whole, that we are the people who believe in elves, and we should tell everybody that, because we have been trying to get more tourists for a long time. I think a lot of people will say they believe in elves, but in heart they don't. If we couldn't have moved it, we would have smashed it down. It's just a rock.
It's interesting. It's kind of a practical look at it. Yeah.
Either way, belief in the elves may help Iceland take care of its unique nature. Okay.
It's also true.
Whether you believe it or not, these stories about the elves and these creatures, they teach us to respect nature. And the elves here are, for the most part, I think, respected.
Should the law consider the Huldufólk? Maybe not, but I think maybe.
She said it. The Huldufólk. The Huldufólk.
Yeah. I love the language. It's
what
The rights, yeah.
the nature can have, because it doesn't really have a voice, even though it's quite outdated. Maybe the Huldufólk is giving nature a voice.
There are people coming from
It's giving nature a voice. I think that's kind of beautiful, actually. It's really.
I like
cool.
it.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah.
Such a respectful thing.
countries
indeed.
who've, in a sense, lost this connection, this magic.
In Iceland, you can talk about the elves and this other world to everybody, and people will not lock you up.
Yep.
It makes Iceland different, and they like being different to other nations. In all.
Very cool. Very cool. Let's get some of our final thoughts on this, shall we? All right, so that was cool. I enjoyed that a lot.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
I was honored to have gone to Iceland. I went on a tour, and I loved it. I only saw like maybe 2 or 3 cities, but it was towns and cities. But it was so cool. It was such a beautiful country. It's so out there. Some landscapes look like the moon. Others look like those black sand beaches are wild.
Wow.
It's volcanic, so things are constantly happening. You know, sometimes you could feel those plates underneath, moving a little bit sometimes. I was lucky I didn't feel that. But yeah, beautiful country. And
what are the 3 cities? What are the big cities you went to go see?
So I went to see, I would see Reykjavik, the capital.
I've heard of it.
Which is like the largest city there. Stykkishólmur, which is up in the northwest of the country.
Oh, wow.
And that was cool. Got to see the northern lights up there. That was gorgeous.
The Aurora Borealis?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Absolutely fantastic. And we were just lucky. We got to see, it was fantastic. It was so pretty. And Vik in the southern, like on the south of the country.
Awesome.
So that was the
I'm
third
always
city.
impressed with how much you have seen and done. You're very casual about it, but you are a true world explorer. And
yes,
that's why you're.
And I would go back too.
Yeah,
and,
I would love it.
Mad props to the elf people too.
Yeah. And going back to like
soon,
the elves, kind of makes sense, right? Like if you're around you said volcanic, ocean, you're basically sort of not. You're not stable. You're just kind of out there,
It's
like
true.
It's
true.
So I would think perhaps maybe there could be some things that are mystical still. It's not quite kind of like in Australia, there's a lot of parts of Australia that are wild.
Yeah.
And I like this wild aspect of things. But be cautious and be careful, because curiosity is a beautiful thing, but it's also very dangerous,
It can be. We all know the expression, at least in America, curiosity killed the cat. I'm not saying don't be curious. Just, know what you're being curious about. And,
just always have a plan.
Pay attention.
They make it seem so easy to go on adventures, right? Obviously, it costs a lot of money. It's time. It's energy. Yeah. And if you walk all day for like 16 hours, you're exhausted. You want to go back to the hotel.
Tired,
You're going to get up a little bit later. You're going to ease into your day. But like, it's the earth and the mountains, the oceans, all of it is to be respected, because we are not more powerful than it.
That's true.
Not even close.
Well said.
It
is awe-inspiring. It's so beautiful, but it all comes from there's sort of like a sense that at any moment, I think you said it earlier, this could kill me. This could take me out.
Yeah.
So like and there's also a beauty. I'm part of this. So it's just.
For me, it's the how small I feel, because on my everyday life, when I'm in my house, I'm really used to how high my oven is and how big my refrigerator is, and people are like, "Hey, you're tall," because I'm like 6 foot. My shoes, I'm like 6'1". So like I'm like, yeah, I'm tall. And then you get on top of a mountain, and you're like, oh my god, I am just a little speck, and if I fell down,
you're right,
I'd be in so much trouble. I'd be dead.
You're right.
Dead. And then it's so bad, nobody could rescue you. They'd be like, well, he fell off the mountain.
You know, just couldn't get him. You know, it's so true. Part of the awe and the beauty, I'm with you 100% on that. I feel so small.
Yeah.
Like my little tiny man body, right? And I'm not trying to insult myself. I think I'm pretty, but there I am. And there's this huge mountain or the Atlantic Ocean in front of me. And I'm on a beach I would never have normally seen. The sand is like onyx black.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy.
Don't forget, you usually have a tour guide sometimes too. And they're like, don't go there.
Yes,
and you're like, oh, okay.
That's right. The tour guides. Yeah. If you do a tour, listen to your tour guide. The guide usually, obviously, if it's a local especially, or even the guide knows, man, if he says don't turn your back to the ocean,
don't do it.
Don't turn your back to the ocean.
Stay curious. Another great episode, buddy. Thanks for sharing your experience actually in Iceland. That put a really cool part to the end of this video.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you,
excellent. Sir. And with that, we are out. And then with that, we're out.